Hi everyone, it's Evangeline here at etrailer. Today we're taking a look at the Thule Motion 3 XL low profile roof box. A roof box is there to protect your cargo. So a big question is, how well does it protect it? Well, Thule has this ABS plastic constructed box. You have two main layers to it. You have your top lid, available in this glossy black finish or a glossy gray, whichever you prefer. But then you have the bottom part, which provides that support. The other part to it is all the angles Thule puts into their box. That's there for wind drag and wind resistance. For those longer road trips, gas mileage really adds up, and you're carrying a box on your roof. So thinking about that sleekness helps mitigate the cost of gas and of weight on your car. So the total weight of the box is going to be 52.9 pounds, not including your cargo weight. And the box for its total length is going to be 85 inches long and 3/16 of an inch. For overall dimensions and weight, what also matters is not just when it's on your roof, but also where you're going to put it when it's off your roof. So also think about your storage in your garage and in your shed. And when you do need to put it back onto your car, it's good to know that the install process is very simple. I'm going to show you that in just a minute. And then we're going to dive into the different features of this box so you can see if it's a good fit for your cargo. When your box arrives, it is ready to go right out of the box. Now, I do recommend having a second person help you out with lifting it up and onto the roof. I have Trevor here to help this get onto our crossbars. Now, once it's in place, the main things you have to think about is where you want it on your roof. Do you want it centered? Do you want it off to the side? And then you also have to think about your front window and your hatch clearance. You have a really good range for adjustment forward and back, with the minimum crossbar spread being up to 21 7/8 inches and the maximum being 36 inches and 5/8 of an inch apart for your crossbars. Crossbar spread is distance from the center of one bar to the center of the other. So if you need to shift your box forward or backward, this gives you a lot more range to work with on your cars. Adding to that versatility, you have a tapered back on this box in order to give you increased hatch clearance. And to check for yours, if you measure from the front crossbar all the way to the top of your open hatch, if you have at least 52 inches and 1/8 of an inch, then you know that your box is going to clear. This is going to be awesome for those smaller SUVs and crossovers. For different types of crossbars, this clamps around most styles. Now, for factory roof racks, what this will add in terms of compatibility is you can see how the box sinks in. And that means when you need to clamp down, you only need to consider clearance for the box and not for around your crossbars. So for people that have 4Runners, Subaru Outbacks with factory bars, that's going to be very helpful. The clamps are one of my favorite parts though. These just drop into the box. They click in so you know that they're seated, and then you tighten the clamps down until they click. The reason those clamps are so helpful is because this pairs very well with the design of the box. With this being a dual side opening box, meaning you can access it on both sides, you do have to hop back and forth in order to tighten down those clamps and also to access your cargo inside the box. And being able to open the box on both sides also means you can plan out where your cargo sits, both in there and on your vehicle. The box is 35 inches wide, and that means, especially for your longer crossbars and your larger vehicles, you might be able to carry other items beside the box. Think of a bike rack or even a small J-style kayak carrier. All those features work together so that you can fit this box on a lot of different vehicles. And as you install it, It's also very nice that it's very easy to put on and clamp down, but also to take right back off. But how about how much cargo and the versatility of cargo that goes inside the box? Let's go take a look at that. This is truly a low profile box designed to carry your longer items like skis and snowboards, and not so much your taller items like your suitcases. For your interior dimensions, you have 10 inches and 15/16 of an inch in height. So if you want more versatility for space, you may want to consider the extra large Thule Motion 3 instead, which has the same dimensions but gives you 3 extra inches of height. But if you aren't carrying tall things and you like that low profile design because it's sleek as well as helps with wind drag, then for your cargo, you have some different features here that help you manage it. There's grooves within the box, and the grooves are really helpful for your skis and snowboards just to prevent them from sliding too much within the box. You also have the grooves that help with water pooling so that if your skis melt in there, they are not all over the box, but they are easily maintained and easily cleaned. You also have 6 anchor points and 3 included cam buckle straps. So that way you can strap over your cargo and cinch down. Works great for the skis, but for the boards, it might be a little tough to have them side by side, depending on the width and the size of what you're carrying around too. That will change your experience. The maximum length you can carry with this box is going to be up to 200 centimeters, so double check those extra long skis to make sure that they'll fit. Now with this being managed, you're also going to have to consider your bindings, make sure they're folded down, and again remember your 10 inches and 15/16 of an inch for your total height. With this box, you can carry up to 6 sets of skis, up to 5 snowboards. Again, double checking those measurements and comparing them with your measurements. Another thing is that you have a total weight capacity of 165 pounds, but double check your crossbar as well as your vehicle roof weight capacity and add everything up to make sure you don't exceed those capacities. Follow the lowest number, whichever of the 3 components it may be. So if you are carrying around other things other than skis and snowboards, for example, maybe your shorter fishing rods or your smaller bags, those measurements will be very helpful for you. You can also consider more specific carrying options. For example, if you're only carrying bags, again, the larger box might come in handy. Or if you're carrying fishing rods, whilst the shorter ones can fit in your low profile box, if you're only carrying rods, you can check something out like the Thule fly rod carrier. When you do have your cargo in there and you're ready to go, there's 2 features that I've also been impressed by. One is our pull rope here. This makes it a little bit easier to reach the box in order to pull the lid down until you can just grab the handle and shut it. The next thing is that handle in combination with the latch. When you have longer boxes like this, you need a bit more leverage, and being able to hold the handle on both sides to push down really helps make sure that that latch is fully secure. You get 2 keys with your box. Both sides are keyed alike. When it's in the lock position, you are unable to open the box, so turning it over to the unlock position. This latch is honestly easy to press. It pushes up on the box a little and then gives you the space to lift up on the box with both hands. When you close the box, you have a red indicator to show you whether the lid is fully latched or not. You are unable to turn the key to the lock position unless it is fully latched. This box is available in your glossy black as well as your Titan gray. The only difference between them is going to be the type of look you want for your car, and that's the big thing with Thule. What they care about a lot is the look of the box and looking sleek, especially with the low profile version. You get less wind resistance and less of an entry price in order to get this box. But you lose out on the versatility of carrying larger items. So if you are willing to spend a little bit more and have a taller box on your vehicle, I highly recommend looking at the Thule Motion 3 XL, which does sit higher but gives you the option to carry those larger cargo items when needed. And if you do want to check that one out, it is available here on our website. You can check out the pictures and descriptions and find out what's the best fit for you. Another very popular roof box option for people that are carrying skis is the InnoWedge 660. Now that one will be slightly shorter than the Thule Motion 3 with a maximum ski length of 182 centimeters. But if you're looking for something that is a little bit more affordable and looks very sleek, that could be a great alternative for you. Now that does not have the same Thule name branding though, especially if you have other Thule items like your roof rack or other accessories. Being able to get everything to match as well as get Kita-like can be very helpful for you. So as you're planning out your trips, it's helpful to think about everything else you might be carrying along with your roof box. Hopefully this video helped you out with just seeing how this roof box looks and may work on your own vehicle, and then you can find the best fit for you and your skis and your snowboards. Today we saw the Thule Motion 3 low profile roof box at etrailer.com.